Explaining the art of collaboration to modern business leaders, Professor Hum breaks it down into what he calls the 4 C's. These are capability building, both of human capital and technological capital, coordination of the massive fleet and crew, communication among the ships and with the local communities encountered along the way, and continuity to build long-term and sustainable relationships. It's a strategy Hum says is applied extensively today, even if the users aren't always aware of it.
Clearly in the world of internet, what we refer to now as the Web 2.0, right? Zheng He's work of collaboration is fundamental. And to think that he did it, in one sense, back in the 15th century, long before us, right? It points to, it's a testimony to his, in one sense, ahead of his time.
Though history shows that Zheng He was successful in attaining many of the goals the emperor set for him, in today's jargon, it could be called meeting his KPI, he felt the familiar burden of leadership. This is clear from 2 inscriptions that are the only known accounts of his activities by his own hand.
Looking at the value of the goods and gifts carried by him on board, and looking at the large number of lives that he sailed with, his greatest fear is he feared he may not succeed. The fear that with the winds blowing, he cannot control that, and he may lose his people if the ship were to capsize or something. Right? That is his major fear. That's the loneliness of leadership, the burden of responsibility.
This, says Professor Hum, is where Zheng He's faith came in. Though he was born a Muslim, his inscriptions honor Tian Fei, the Chinese goddess of sailors and seafarers. He was also well versed in Buddhism, and he and his crew built temples, pagodas, and mosques in many locations. Hum says the combination of Zheng He's own faith and corporate inclusiveness of other faiths were critical to his leadership and legacy.
Zheng He has been hailed as a hero in today's China because he already launched the open door policy and now is back in China.
Zheng He's leadership skills served him well on his long voyages well beyond China, to the shores of Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. It's thought he died at sea during the return from his 7th voyage in 1433. By then, his emperor benefactor too was dead, and the new emperor banned such travel and trade. China closed its doors to the world, but not before Zheng He had given the world a taste of the riches the Middle Kingdom had to offer. In part 2 of this series, we'll take a closer look at Zheng He's leadership strategies and how he took care of his most important asset, his crew.